yes, as many of you know, DLC came out, and as such, there are now new costumes. I got myself a little Fred Perry here, which I will admit probably needs a new hat to look cool, but that's beside the point. We gotta talk to Penny before we can move on with anything. Also, before we do that, hey, look at this! This is Radiant. He is a, Hisunen Zoroark. Pretty cool, right? Let's go meet her where we first met her. Whee! One second, folks. I apologize. Hasta la vista. The six of us thought up that catchphrase back when we created the team. It's so cringy, it's perfect, you know? Anyway, about the LP thing. I thought I was going back down. I thought I was going down big time for hacking the league point system, but they're letting me off easy. What happened? The Pokemon League said they'll waive my debt if I do some volunteer engineering for them. They asked me to come work for them after I graduate. If you can believe that. Dr. Clavel and that Greta lady kept complimenting me like a weird amount. Apparently I have outstanding talent or something. Sorry for calling you out here to meet like this. I'm still not so good at great with people face to face. I never seem to find the right words, but thank you so much. You saved Team Star and my friends along with it. Ghost! Ghost! Sorry. Anyway. I know words won't be able to. It won't be sorry. I know words won't ever be enough to properly thank you for all you've done. So here. Oh damn! Salamence has got a new move. I'm sure you'll put it to good use. And one more thing. I want to repay the debt I owe you. If you ever think of a way I can do that, just let me know. I'm great with machines and hacking stuff. So, next time, I'll be the one helping you, Cosma. Be seeing you then. Hasta la vista. Well, I just ruined that wonderful moment. But yeah, Starfall Street! Complete! That is one storyline completed. Yeah, that's good enough for it. Nice. Alright, let's go to class. God, Radiant. Oh, he walks so cool. That's so creepy. That's so fucking rad. Alrighty. Alright, I forgot what classes I needed to take. Quite obvious. Okay, there, it's made obvious. Hopefully. Alright, now I gotta do the bullshit of, take a history class. You'd like history, Miss Rayfort? Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. Today is our last class, so I would like to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us one last time. In our last class, I taught you about the Area Zero expedition of 200 years ago, correct? Alas, 200 years ago is not that long ago. Not that long ago at all. How unfortunate that our history lesson must march so inexorably toward the future. Inexorably. Fuck. I fucked it up. Right. Would it be more of an adventure to march towards the past instead? To start from our present and study history in reverse? Indeed, it may be difficult to understand the flow of events, how one thing leads to another, if we were to trace history in reverse. So I suppose I have no choice but to let the flow of time carry us towards the future. In our last class, in this last class of ours, blah 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 blah. In this last class of ours, I shall fill your minds with the history of the terrestrial phenomenon. The technology behind the Terra Orbs has its origin in Area Zero. Even after the Area Zero expedition supposedly reached the crater's deepest depths, others continue to explore that area. And around 140 years ago, Pokémon cloaked in mysterious light were discovered there. As you may have guessed, these were in fact terrestrialized Pokémon. However, when those who discovered these Pokémon brought them out of Area Zero, the light faded and the terrestrial phenomenon remained a mystery for quite some time. However, 10,000 years ago... sorry, I fucked that up. However, 10 years ago... this might as well be the present day. A certain someone you have definitely heard of unraveled this mystery. Aha! Perfect timing to make eye contact, young Cosma. Answer me this. What is the name of the famous professor who unraveled terrestrial phenomenon mystery? That would be Professor Sada. Correct. To think that you, a new transfer student to our academy, could correctly answer this question. Well, to be fair, it is the easiest question out of all the history questions from what I remember. You must be very diligent in your studies. Well, no, I'm friends with Sada. Approximately 10 years ago, a professor named Sada unraveled the mystery of the terrestrial phenomenon. She discovered that the shining crystals down in Area Zero, or rather the energy they emit, is what causes the Pokémon to terrestrialize. This led the professor to invent a Terra Orb, Terra Orb technology, and to develop a practical use for it. This technology was then shared with both the Pokémon League and our academy. Rumor has it that Dr. Clavel was one of the researchers on the professor's team. Alas, this story is much less exciting now that someone we know appears in it. Modern history truly is dull, isn't it? Thus ends my history classes. Our next session will be our final exam. Bring the wonders of history to the forefront of your minds in preparation. That's awesome, Gaster. I'm proud of you. Hello, puppy dog. Little puppy dog tail wag. Alright. You'd like to take art with Mr. Hassel? Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Hello, class. It is I, Hassel, yet again. First, allow me to apologize for losing my composure during our last class. I was so touched by Brosia's story that I simply couldn't contain my emotions. I am so sorry for making such a scene. I certainly got a very stern talking to from Miss Time after that class, yeah. Anyway, let us shift gears and dive into the material for today's class. Now, have you heard of the 10 sites of Paldea? As the name would imply, there are 10 sites in Paldea that are considered particularly beautiful. Among them, I would say that the Grand Olive Orchard is likely the most accessible. You can see field after field of olive trees from the hill on the way to Cortando. Two waterfalls are encountered among the 10 sites: Fury Falls and Casiora Falls. Then there's the peak of Glacido Mountain, known as the highest peak known as Paldea's highest peak. There's another cliff on Glacido Mountain that's named after its rather unique shape. So let us make my students. See, why is this name of the three-pronged cliff on Glacier Mountain? No need to grasp at straws. It's Glacido's grasp, Glacido's reach, Glacido's run. Oh fuck! Is it grasp or reach? A very good guess. I'd think something reaching would stretch out farther though. The three-pronged cliff on Glacido's Mountain is in fact Glacido's grasp. Okay, so it was more literal than I thought. That is the huge shape of the too stubby to be the shape is too stubby to be a human hand. I imagine someone thought it looked like a Pokemon hand grabbing something. There's also the mountains in the area 3 of the East Province, where you can get a good look at Lavencia. It's particularly gorgeous at night. In fact, the viewpoint is so brilliant, it is known as the million-volt skyline. I hear it's quite a hot spot for dates, and deservedly so, for having such a romantic view. I imagine it's what the kids say these days as a very a fleek selfie spot. Yeah? No, this is 10 years too late to use these words. Okay. Yeah, they can be annoying, those Monster Hunter crabs. Of course, you may feel that not all 10 sites live up to its grandiose name, How often do we visit some tourist spots only to be disappointed? Not to say that you shouldn't visit them, only that you should keep your hopes in check. After all, this game is made by Game Freak. The important thing is to go yourself and see them with your very own 2 eyes. And sometimes a disappointing experience can be worthwhile in its own way. Take a chance. Well, that's it for class today. Thank you for your attention. Alrighty. Languages. You'd like to take languages with Mr. Salvatore? Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. My dear friends, how are you all today? I hope you're all doing marvelously well. It's time for another of Salvatore's language lessons. Estos verpres. Are you ready? Oui. I would expect no less from my excellent friends. Even your replies to my questions are excellent. Today, Today we will once again focus on listening. Vassie, go for it, my assistant Pikachu. Bagaju. As you remember from our last class, the same Pokemon's cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. Now, today, today, that is, we will be learning more about the language used by Pokemon. Je ne t'appelle, if you'd be so kind, Pikachu. Pika! That sounds a little bleak, doesn't it? Its voice is a little low-pitched, too. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu is trying to convey just now? Sadness? Ding ding ding! That's right, Cosma. Fantastique! When Pikachu says, Pika! Pika! It's expressing sadness. Kind of makes you want to cry, doesn't it? That's right. I had my little Pikachu cry as if it was crying. Haha, funny joke, right? Don't you think it did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone! And, apropos of nothing, let me give you one of my wise words of advice. If you hear one of your Pokemon making sad noises like this, you should treat them with even more kindness than usual. Well, you probably already knew that though. A piece of cake for you all, I'm sure. Of course, this goes for your classmates and others as well. Friends should support each other in times of sadness. I truly hope that you can all have smiles on your faces all the time, my friends. Au revoir! Next lesson, this will be our final lesson together. I hope you're ready for the climactic finale. Adios, matane! Alright. Before I go on and get some steaks, I'm gonna refill my water. I'll be right back.